Hello ladies and gentlemen, today is April 5th, 2017, and what I intend on doing here is actually venting a little bit, because it's really obvious to me at this point that things are really out of control. Again, I want to say up front that I support what Donald Trump stands for. I support his program, which is supposed to be the program of the people that elected him into office. In other words, that he is the representative, the icon of that movement. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things happening that either he is ignoring or has had his attention taken off what the really important matters are, and he's getting sucked in to the New World Order agenda. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, of course, we have his son-in-law having this little deal with Joe Scarborough, which made it out into the media about Bannon, and now Bannon's gone. Is there a connection? Well, there certainly as hell isn't a non-connection with that. Then you've got these people on the National Security Council like McMaster's, who I've had a problem with from the very start. Donald Trump keeps bringing these neocons and these New World Order lackeys around him for his counselors, for his advisors. That is the very worst thing he can do. He needs the new blood in there to approach everything from a different point of view. Oh, the excuse is, oh, these people know how the government runs. That's the problem. That's because the government runs that way. Trump, and I'm going to say it up front right now, no holds barred, you need to throw all those people out and get people behind you in that White House that can support the movement to get away from the New World Order. What in the world are you doing accepting this pretense by McMaster's and others that Assad is behind the gas attack in Syria? Come on, President Trump. They pulled this same thing, what, a year ago? I can't believe you're falling on that. Let me show you the world here, what they're doing to you. Here is Syria right here. You see that? And then you've got a problem over here in the South China Sea and a problem in North Korea. And you want to get sucked in and have a three-front war? The military-industrial complex and the deep state and the New World Order are starting to play you, and you're falling right into their hands. I can't believe it. Our problem is China. It is China. Because everything that we're fighting right now is coming from there. The censorship in the media, the grabbing of American land, the stealing of American resources, our ports, the Panama Canal, everything is coming from a problem right there. You spoke about taking the stuff from the Chinese away from them and giving it back to the Americans, but you're doing nothing about that. You're falling into it. Syria did not gas its own people, and any moron who's honest about it will understand that. And you sent troops back into Syria, what, to fight ISIS? I'll tell you how to fight ISIS, President Trump. You get real, and you cut off funds to Saudi Arabia, Iran. Actually, Iran's not the problem as far as ISIS is concerned, but you get my point. You cut off the funds, you stop doing this stuff with Saudi Arabia. You know about the 28 pages, you know about 9/11. If you don't, then you fooled a lot of people because we all thought you understood that. Cut off the funds of the CIA that are supporting ISIS. And whomever else, MI6, any of those people. This is ridiculous. The problem can be solved without people like McMaster's, and frankly, I have to say it, Mattis. Another beef. What the hell is the Attorney General Jeff Sessions doing? He has done nothing of substance. What, you've got some investigations going on underneath the surface? There have been no firings, there have been no directives, there has been nothing to pull the DOJ and its entire leftist structure underneath it back into line with constitutional principles. Nothing. And you let them sit in there, Jeff Sessions, and continue their bureaucratic tyranny. They are the enforcers, the people that work for you, and throughout the executive branch, of course. But they're the enforcers, and you're letting them still run. What? You want to stop the investigation of police agencies? Well, you know what? Yeah, I think the original DOJ parameters that they put out there under Obama were obviously to take away power from the local police, and I'm against federalization of police. But you can't deny that there is a problem in law enforcement either. I was one, I know. I am really angry today because of what I see happening. I won't take up any more time, but this is getting out of hand. The pedophiles, we're still on the supplier level? Really? Why? Why haven't you, Sessions, and President Trump as well, gotten into the next level? You should have by now. You've had plenty of time. There's plenty of evidence. What about the 650,000 emails on the Wiener laptop? What about all the things that we learned from the WikiLeaks? Not to mention the stuff that the FBI has, which they're probably holding back and not sharing with you, but Sessions could get it. If you're afraid of the New World Order, if you're checking your liver and you're finding out you haven't got the guts for this, then at least tell us that that's the case. Otherwise, it's like we've said before, and I know your friend Roger Stone, President Trump, I'm sure Bannon is even telling you, you have got to go after, I don't care how hard the civil service thing is to get these people out of there. You're in a war, President Trump, and you have enemies in the government who are keeping you from doing what you said you would do. It's a war. Unfortunately, we're there. Okay? And if you don't do something about it now, it's going to get worse. And these guys here, through these guys in North Korea, are a problem. And you know that. Do not get involved in Syria. Bad idea. As a matter of fact, again, cut off the funds, cut off the diplomatic relations with terrorist supporting countries, which, by the way, is the United States. If you hadn't figured that out yet, your own intel agencies, your own deep state, but certainly going and saying to Saudi Arabia, no, you're not at the table anymore. You don't think I don't understand the pressure you're under, the people that are giving you direction? You got to go back to your old stance, President Trump. You got to get back on your core. And you got to just bring Stone in. For crying out loud, bring Joel Skousen in. He was on Alex Jones today, and I think they're going to tell you. You're making a big mistake keeping these neocons and all of that establishment structure around you because you think that they know how to operate the government. Remember, that's our problem. They operate the government to our disadvantage. Well, I could go on and on and on, and yeah, I'm pretty upset. You know, I turned off all my communications equipment today because I'm so disgusted. The United States is going to fall, big time. You know what? Putting an LGBT as the commander of the U.S. Air Force Academy, a lesbian colonel, what kind of a fucking message does that send? A fucking one. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is. So prosperity is all that matters, but we have to be libtards and celebrate diversity. And it will destroy us if we keep down this road, President Trump. I told you. You can't glorify, you can't sustain those types of behaviors. You can't do it. Because I'm not even talking about God. I'm talking about cause and effect, what it does to societies. Okay, out here for today.